It's being called the ultimate form of child abuse. Parents brainwashing their children in order to win custody. I'm going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes that divorced parents make. And the #1 biggest mistake that parents make during a divorce is sabotaging your child's relationship with the other parent. Because what happens now is a parent is running their agenda and taking their distaste, their hatred, their rage, their bitterness for their ex, and they're using their child in that, and so the child winds up in the middle of it.
It is the cardinal rule of divorce not to say anything bad about your ex to your child. But again, we're talking about something where there is a campaign of denigration, and a child is made to feel guilty if he even starts to reconcile with the other parent.
Parents that get involved in power struggles, fights, and they use those kids like weapons to beat the hell out of their ex-spouse. But you know that parents do that. You know that they run their own agenda through the kid. That's the #2 mistake that I'm going to talk about today, is when parents use their kids as pawns. When you get into a fight, when you have anger or angst towards your ex or soon-to-be ex, and you use the child as a pawn, like if you can play good cop and make them bad cop, get them to love you, then you're not suggesting that doesn't happen, right?
Why would they do that, Dr. Phil? Why
would they do that? Because they are hugely pissed. That's why they do it. They don't like this person anymore, and they see the child's affiliation with the other parent as being at their expense. They need them because they're hurt. They need them because they're insecure. They need them because they want to be the winner. They want to be right, and they want the children to support them and cleave onto them and tell them that they're right. And I've seen just as many women do it as men, just as many men do it as women, and the kids get caught in the middle, and whatever you call it, that's a bad thing for the child. You've seen it.
How do we? Of course.
You've sat with clients behind a closed door and told them they need to calm down and quit doing that crap, have you not? Talking about parents that have been characterized as brainwashing their own children against their ex. All right, the 3rd biggest mistake that parents make during a divorce, in my opinion, is using the child to gain information or to manipulate a situation with their ex. Children are not to be interrogated. They're not to be the one from whom you find out that your ex is dating. I mean, come on, this is not the way that you use children. So another big mistake. Today we're talking about what happens when children of divorce feel they must choose one parent over the other. Children become possessions sometimes. Sometimes they're used as weapons. Look, I don't care. You can put a lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. And if you've got somebody that is mistreating a child and causing them to be torn away from the other parent, that is a bad thing from day one, minute one. I have to say, many times over the years, I have seen a parent that becomes a best friend, tells the child what they want to say, badmouths the other person to keep them away from the child. The day will come when that child gets old enough to look back and recognize what happens, and it's a huge backlash against the parent that has done the sabotaging. 19-year-old Demi has been watching the show from Kansas, and she's joining us via sight speed. Now, she claims her father verbally degraded her mother during their divorce. Demi, what do you want to say?
I just want to say, coming from an opinion, I am a kid. I'm 19, and I don't really experience this now because I'm considered an adult. But I see my little sister going through it. And now that I know that there's a such thing, and I know that this isn't normal for you to know what's going on in court and everything like that, I just want to get the word out to parents and stuff like, this isn't okay.
Did your father alienate you from your mother?
Yes. As I got older, I started to see it was really all about money with him. And I could feel the hate that he had for my mom, no matter what, even though he said he wanted me to have a relationship with her and, you know, he didn't hate her, I could feel that vibe from him.
Do you think men will allege this to try to reduce their child support or get out of obligations? Okay. Mistake number 4, in my opinion, is transferring your hurt feelings and frustrations onto your child. That's running that agenda where you're hurt, you're rejected, you're betrayed, you're deceived, and you lay all of that onto a child.